Let's help you find who's unfollowed you on Instagram. So Instagram's in the middle of rolling out an update that changes where you find your following information that you then put into FollowBuddy to find who's unfollowed you. So half of the world sees one path and the other half sees the other. So in this video, I'm gonna share both options with you. So regardless of where you are in the world, you can find your unfollowers. Let's get right into it. So because of this change, we just rolled out a new update to FollowBuddy to show you both options. So let's walk through the newest one first. So within FollowBuddy here, I'm gonna click the audit button and then click how do I get my data? And we'll start the steps. So first you wanna open your Instagram app on your phone. Then once you're on your profile, click the little hamburger icon in the top right, the menu icon. Then from there, click Account Center, and then click Your Information and Permissions. And then here's where the paths split. The older way and how most people are still seeing it is on the left. And the top thing you will see is download your information. And if you're seeing the new stuff like I am on the right side, you'll see export your information as the top selectable thing. So I'm gonna start with path B because that's the newest one. So I'll click path B because that's what I see on my Instagram. Then from here, click export your information, then click create export. Then select the Instagram account that you want to find who unfollowed you on. Then from here, click export to device and then customize your information, click that. And we want to clear all on all the different sections. So click clear all and then scroll down and keep doing that until everything is unselected. So everything should be emptied, nothing checked. Then from there, make sure that just followers and following is checked. That should be the only thing checked. Once you're sure of that, then click save. Then we want to change the date range to all time. So click into date range and then change to all time and then click save and then change the format of the file from HTML to JSON. Make sure it's JSON. So many people get this step wrong and it screws up the whole thing. So once you click JSON, then click save. And this is what it should look like if you've done this correctly. Under customize information, it should only say followers and following. Under date range, it should say all time. Then under format, it should say JSON. Then click start export. And now all we have to do is wait for Instagram to send us our file. They'll send you an email and it'll also just show up in Account Center. And I'll jump over to Instagram to show you what this will look like. So once you have the file, it'll show up here at the top. Make sure you're downloading the most up-to-date file. So I'll click download, download again. You may have to put your password in, put in your password, and then click download, then download. That's now been saved to my phone. Then I'm gonna jump back over to FollowBuddy. And then from here, just click choose file. And then make sure you're in the recents tab in the bottom left here and make sure to upload the most recent file. So you can see at 8:43 p.m. was when this file was downloaded. That's the most recent one. So I'm gonna select that and then click find those snakes. And then FollowBuddy will go to work to find who's unfollowed me and also show me any non-followers. So people I'm following that aren't following me back. And there you go. You can see I have 7 new unfollowers since the last time that I ran an audit. And there are currently 201 non-followers. So I'm following 201 people that aren't following me back. So with this information, you can do whatever you want. So I can click into this person, go to their profile, and see that they're not following me, meaning they've unfollowed me. And you can try out FollowBuddy for free on iOS, Android, and on your computer. So whatever you want to use, you can. Links to all of them are down below. So that's the new way of doing it. I'll also walk through the steps if you see path A. So I'll open up the audit tab again, click how do I get my data, open up your Instagram app. Feel free to do this with me if you saw path A. Open up Instagram, then click the menu icon, then Account Center, then your information and permissions. And then since you're on path A, you're gonna see download your information as the first link. Go ahead and click that. And then click download or transfer information. Then select the Instagram account that you want to find unfollowers for. Then click some of your information. And then make sure to only select followers and following and then click next. Then click download to device and then change the date range to all time and then change the format to JSON and then click create files. And the same thing will happen again. Instagram will create the file, send you an email, or it'll show up in Account Center. And since Instagram is constantly changing this stuff, we are always updating with the latest steps within our app to make it as easy as possible to find unfollowers. From the sounds of it, it seems like most people are still seeing path A, but I'm personally seeing path B. So I would love to know what you're seeing. Do you see path A or path B? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope the information that you found didn't hurt your feelings too bad, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.